me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, yeah, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Say, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less.
Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Here's McAllister to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now they'll set up to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Charvarius Ward able to get the hand in there and make the play.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
19 Tiger. Go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by DJ Turner.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Pass, right side, taken by Baker. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll get about 5. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Baker. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A draw to Benson. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Benson. They'll look to throw. Middle of the field, that's taken in by Baker. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
On second down, it's Benson. He'll push forward here down to about the 27. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Let's go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to be taken down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
A run on 1st and goal. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Zach Moss. Touchdown, Bengals. That is first touchdown this year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Man in motion is Smith. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's complete to the rookie from Texas A&M. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
22-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And the Eagles first down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Man in motion is Smith. Back to the air once more on second down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Set.
Man in motion is Smith. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. That's complete to Baker. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Receiver in motion, headed left. On the ground, it's Benson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They motion a receiver right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check that. Alert. Ready.
They'll go again with Benson. And the Bengals are going to have themselves a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. They bring Chase in motion. Here's a run. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge. Drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. Now this time they'll look to throw. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. They'll run. It's Moss. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Dotson, the man in motion. To the goal line and in. Jahan Dotson. Cut down Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals extend their advantage to 14-3. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be third down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Philadelphia.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Sending a receiver right.
Go.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. 15-yard pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Receiver in motion, going right. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it just past their 25.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
18 rep, hurt. Stephanie. Check go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Smash Bronco. Tag.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
This receiver went a long way to catch this ball. He started all the way out on the left side of the formation. And look where he catches it, Mike. He's all the way on the right side of the field. He just continued to work through those open zones, eventually found one, and the quarterback was able to put it on him for a nice gain.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. They'll run. Here's Benson. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Ready, set.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal.
Go!
They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal.
Set. Go!
He'll look to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a screen set up for Kincaid. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
He'll manage only a couple. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Man in motion is Smith. To the air now on 1st and 10. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms. Just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the safety, Budda Baker.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. Lots of space, past the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
A run with Benson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Handoff here, up the middle, and that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's taken in by the running back, Benson.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Check. Hurt.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
After the 3rd quarter of play, with the score, Bengals 17, Eagles 10.
So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Benson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Second and 7. Now, faking the give. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check out.
Back to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they on 4th down.
It's the turnover on down.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Whoa! Saquon Barkley inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, but we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street, set, ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. It's 2nd down.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Baker. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another first down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
A run out of the gun with Benson. He'll take this down to the 43, a short pickup there. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
There's that man again. Another catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Dotson, the man in motion. They run on the jet sweep. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big game.
He is in. Javon Baker. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Once again, it's Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Quick throw, taken in. That's number 40 on the season for him. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Nike 18.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. Here's 1st down. Man in motion is Smith. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he's into the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And that one will not be returned over the back line of the end zone. So the offense will get the ball at a decent spot, the 30-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Pass, right side, taken by Baker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
They'll stick to the ground. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 2nd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
When this offense took the field, in their mind, Mike, they wanted to end this game in regulation. You do not want to play for overtime. But now as this fourth down comes up, I think this coach has a decision to make. Do you remain aggressive and keep the offense on the field and try to end it here? Or do you make the safe play and punt the ball away and settle for overtime?
The Bengals out and ready to punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. This is 1st and 10. Barkley. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. The clock is stopped with 21 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now for second down.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll set up to throw. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Set up. Street, street.
Dotson, the man in motion. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. The first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second.
Hey, check that. Street, go!
They'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
At the 19-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but they continue to get that matchup.
This one intercepted. Oh, and he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
So as this game's gone on, Mike, this secondary is just continuing to learn, continuing to remember all the different looks this offense has thrown at them. And now it all pays off. Start of overtime, they see one that they recognize, and they jump it, and now they set up their team with a chance to win it here in overtime.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Here's Barkley, and this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
One more time, they try Barkley. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And He will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing them back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over, speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause real recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my last soda. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not what my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on the mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in.